Profits left and right, candlesticks like dance we know. Green and red like disco flow. Trading all day, don't let go. Cash that wave and let it show. Success is calling, don't be late. With Moji we calibrate. Stack that cash like we've got faith. In the market we'll create. Buy low, sell high, that's the creed. Day by day we feel the need. Victory is guaranteed when you follow Moji's lead.
Good morning, traders. Here's another live streaming session with Moji. I'm here going to show you trades today during the CPI news day, powered by TWA indicators. Remember, wherever you are on your journey, if you want to see some trading that is real journey, today I'm trading an XFA. I passed the combine, trading XFA. You can see on the screen I'm already up $164 for the day. CPI news dropped. It actually came out, I believe, better than expected. We saw a little spike. However, right now we are just stuck in this area. I think it's because, this is my opinion, I think it's because the president is speaking today, so they hang on his every word so far. This market really loves to react to everything that he says. So today, let's just go over the indicators I have on the screen today. Starting from the top, working our way down. On the very top, see those green and gray bars? That's the TPO. You saw it was green and then it clicked off. That usually means probability would say that we possibly reached our potential high of day. However, they can always click back on depending on volatility. Then the candles are the pinpoint sugar candle. Sorry, I just did a quick workout, so I'm a little winded. The candles are a pinpoint trigger system. This on the screen right now, when you see it go from green, yellow to purple, that is an excellent short entry. However, if we go down, you can see we have the money zone, a bullish money zone underneath us. And then we go to the next panel. See the three green lines. The three green lines, that's the probability oscillator. This is one of my favorite indicators for TWA. This can give you a probability of direction and also a trigger if you want. That line in the middle, if you use the pullback, is very similar to that line in the middle. I don't remember the name of it right now. But when that changes color and it crosses the middle line, and if you see the middle line turn from green to purple, same signals as above, price is most likely going down. You see, just as I was speaking, the same thing just happened. And at the bottom, we have the surge. So right now, we have a short opportunity. We had a Gabby button. That's the purple dot you see there. You had the cross, you had here. However, everything is very bullish. So, if you're going to take a short, take it with caution. And let's see how the open goes today. For a little bit, I'm going to play the president's interview until we get to the opening bell.
صاحب السمو الملكي الأمير محمد بن سلمان بن عبد العزيز آل سعود ولي العهد رئيس مجلس الوزراء، فخامة الرئيس دونالد جي ترامب رئيس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، أصحاب السمو والمعالي.
Okay, I'm just gonna lower it a little bit.
نستأذنكم ببدء مراسم التوقيع على وثيقة شراكة.
Okay, so I'll just wait until they start asking some questions. I'll keep it playing, and once they start asking questions, I will turn up the volume. So I'll give a little commentary. They're signing an economic partnership, so we'll see how the market reacts to it. I'm gonna put some. Let's go with a little bit of this one.
Woke up to the sunlight in my eyes. Today's the day I'll rise and shine. No worries, no fears cross my mind.
Once they get to the answer and question part, I'll turn on the volume for it, but you can see it over there on the top screen. That's going to be the news box from now on, in case there's any news. The reason being is because what I've seen is when there is news or speeches, the market tends to have a reaction. And let's see if it stays true, or has the market finally started to be accustomed to it, and see if the bulls want to keep this push going. Now, just so you know, I don't trade news, meaning it's not influencing my bias, long and short. I look at what I see on my chart, my game plan, what I see on my chart, and what I see from the probability of the indicators. Right now, I see a long opportunity setting up, and we are about to be ready for the open. In 3, about 20 seconds, going to be the open. There we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the opening bell. There's a buy sign. I'm gonna take it. Oh, no I don't. Never mind. I did not take it. I'll put this over here. Let me see.
Woke up to the sunlight in my eyes. Today's the day I'll rise and shine. No worries, no fears cross my mind. Let's leave the doubts all behind. Walking on clouds, I'm feeling light. Smiles and laughter all
Okay,
in sight.
let's see.
Every step I take feels so right. Let's make this day out of sight.
Oh, wow, we're going to a buy to a sell. Interesting. Interesting.
Nothing can stop me now. I know I'm moving fast. I'm on a roll. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now. I know I'm moving fast. I'm on a roll.
All right, so there's nothing much interesting there. I'll put it on Bloomberg Live.
Dreams within reach, head in the clouds. I'll chase them down and make them count. Trust the journey,
So you can see from Bloomberg, the CPI rises less than estimated. Let's see if this, what this does to the market today. Put this on.
Initial signs potentially of some of the kind of tariff impacts in the data today.
So if you're looking for tariff-related impacts, and to be clear, that's what everyone is doing with these numbers, you can find
Okay.
it when you take a look at specific categories, like you mentioned, core non-trade.
I'm liking the longs, guys.
There, but
I might have to go in.
potentially start to see that ripple
1,
effect.
2,
Basically,
3.
just to see it in more of these categories, because it feels like investors are just on.
I'm really liking the longs.
Yeah, so I think there's a number of different reasons to think through the kind of potential lags here in terms of when we would see the tariffs potentially hitting the inflation data. When we look at the experience of, say,
I'm just waiting, but I'm waiting for a long.
there tended to be a 2 to 3 month lag between the tariff announcements and then seeing some of the reaction in prices. I think the key thing to note is, there's a difference between kind of the tariffs being applied in terms of a formal announcement and then goods that are in transit. So there's still goods in transit that won't necessarily be covered by the kind of tranches of tariffs that we've seen in recent weeks. I think the other thing to note is that companies often have inventory, so you might not see as quicker
High risk, but I'm going in.
with companies
See if I can get it.
inventories rather than immediately passing on prices. And then I think the other thing to think about is just the kind of goods that are being tariffed. For example, if it's an input price, an input good rather than a kind of final demand good, then it could take a little bit longer for kind of some of that to show through into the inflation data.
I just want to mention that we're looking at President Trump. We've got live shots here. President Trump in Riyadh with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. This is a signing ceremony. We told you at the top of the program about the economic partnership that the U.S. and Saudi Arabia have been discussing. Apparently, they're signing some contracts of that nature. President Trump gave some understanding, so that's definitely not what they are. But agreements of some sort, and
I got a TP at 10 points. See if we can get there.
MPS shortly. We're going to bring you that live as soon as we get it. In terms of the kind of inflation that we're seeing here at Yale, I mentioned Anna Wong from Bloomberg Economics. She said she expects to see a tick up in prices for goods like cars, and certainly we've already seen a lot of that, and we're going to see more.
Come on, give me the TP one.
Raising prices to deal with tariffs and others. We're going to see, according to Anna, a jump in prices for clothing, for furniture, for household appliances, and housing costs, with the exception of the lowest tier of rents, are expected to go up. How do
5
you
points,
see
6
this
points. Come on.
affecting the American economy? Even if we avoid a recession, isn't that damaging?
7, 8, 10. There we go. We got a risk-free trade on the table. I'm gonna put this
Relative to kind of a no-tariff baseline, we do expect that this will be
100 points away.
growth in the U.S. economy. And I
Right
think
there.
the thing to think about is, as
We are
look
at
into this year,
minus 20 so far. Where's this?
we thought that the kind of delta that they would get in terms of
Okay.
inflation
All right, I'm gonna let this
seen in kind of recent years, and this is actually going to offset, some of that positive
15.
we were expecting to come.
Oh no, minus 10. I'm gonna go with
The labor market will also continue to slow, so we have to think about the income side of the equation for consumers as well. I think the other thing to think about is whether this leads to interest rates being elevated for slightly longer, and in that environment, how does that feed into kind of household balance sheets as well? If you've
go
got
here. Hold
slowing
on.
real income growth at the same time as
So I went from a minus 20 to a minus 10.
a little bit more pressure on household balance sheets.
Well, Abigail, that's exactly where I want
Okay,
you to go.
that's where my stop is. I'm gonna let this run. I want to see how far this can get. See how much we've already locked in. So, and this is on XFA.
When the next Fed rate cut actually is. You take a look at this data this morning. How do you think this factors into Fed policy?
You know what we have to play
The culmination of the changes that we've had, not just the
when we hit we hit that TP1, we're risk free. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna mute that for a second. It's kind of annoying me. All right, so just a little recap. I went in long. I got took 4 off the table at 10-ish, 11 points. TPOs are back to green. We are really expensive now, so we've been up as much as 20 points. When I hit 25, I'm going to put it to break even just because where we are on the 4-hour forecaster. 30, let's go with 25-point cushion. Break that into $10. There you go. Alright, so we had a 25-point cushion to where price is currently. Let's see if this is enough room to hold if it wants to break through, or is it going to come back and take us out? Either way, profits secured. Profits are secure. Let's go. So why did I take this long? I'll just recap it. You see right here, it went from yellow to green. You had the blue Gabby button. That's a signal. You see the cross on the probability oscillator. That's my bread and butter. And also with the surge, 1, 2, 3. You got the evidence lines turning green, which is 2 of the 3 lines here. You had the switch of the trailing stop, which is at 22. I'm at 31, so we're pretty close. Right now, okay, price has hit that 25-point mark. I'm gonna take all risk off the table now, so we're at a completely risk-free trade. The runner is completely risk-free. So at worst, we lose $3 the cost of the trade. At best, we get 200. Let's go. I'm telling you right now, this probability oscillator is my absolute favorite indicator from the suite, from TWA indicators. I did a lot of testing on this one personally, a lot of back testing, and that in combination with the surge is what really helped me get better at trading. One, because it helped me see immediate direction, right? Not overall direction, but just immediate direction, because I only trade in a pocket of time. And it gives me timing. So it does 2 for 1 for me. Right now the trade is up 30-ish points. And you know what? I'm going to give it a 25-point cushion. So we have 30, almost 40 points. So I'm going to go up 5 points. Give us the 10. Okay, locked in $10 on the runner. I'm going to keep a 25-point cushion. So from here, once it hits 50 points, 50. Yeah, it's almost at 50. This is 40 and hits 50. I'll move it up to $25. Sorry, 25. All right, we're starting to pick up some steam here. Come on, yeah. Let's see. Come on. Let's see what we can get here. I like the ATR at 12. That's why I'm keeping it around 25 points, 2 ATRs away. Once we hit $100, I'll move it up to 25. getting close to 50 points. Okay, let's see. Gonna be this area right here is my short on stall level, so I have to be careful. So let me move up to a 10-point stop. 10 points in profit. Secure $20. Where is it? 34, 42. Yep. Okay, so I can see price trying to do a little pullback to go back up, and I am okay with that. Yeah, you can see on the surge. You see the surge is starting to. That means the bullish volume is starting to take a rest. You see the probability oscillator. I'm gonna call it the data line. You see how it's starting to point down, so it's gonna probably turn red soon. And if you see context, we're in the super expensive box. So just keep all those in mind. It's coming back on us. Here it comes. Take me out at my positive 10. Okay, you gotta prove it against. You got a Gabby sell button. Let's see if that sticks or if it goes away. The surge is shifting. Let's see if that stays. Let's see right now. There's a 10 to 15 point cushion right now. That's one ATR. You know, that's it can go either way right now. Maybe the bulls will step back in. Let's see. All right, so while we're watching this trade, I'll put the news back on.
I think there are opportunities.
While we watch this trade.
The thesis has been evolving over time. In my experience as an investor, an evolving thesis often means a broken thesis. But in the case of small capital, I see the opportunity is not the index level. I think there's a real opportunity in being active. You look at the Russell 2000, 40% of the companies lose money. You've got a lot of really low quality companies, some of whom might someday end up being, 1,000% gainer because they make it to the next level, but many of them fall by the wayside and never make it. And
so this runner went almost 50 points. Let's see if this is the rest it needs, if it can get the rest of it. But we've already locked in $20.
Some companies might be less susceptible to the trade issues. Some companies with better balance sheets might be less vulnerable to higher interest rates for longer. So it's really a security selection game there.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that maybe index tracking is better for just larger cap companies, right? And when you're talking about these,
This is a very bullish sign. Everything I'm seeing is very bullish. So
it's so reliant on financing. You've got to look at them company by company.
I really wish this is one of those days from here. It just starts chopping up. I would love it.
This has always been the argument for non-US over US in terms of being active. Emerging markets, small cap, in spades, because you don't have that coverage like you've got where you've got 50 analysts covering a mega cap tech company in the US.
Ron, great.
I gotta say, if you're a small cap manager actively with a strong stomach, this sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah, no, it does sound like a ton of fun. And obviously because there's so many interesting companies that could go to the moon, right? But there are also a lot that could go
Do the opposite of that.
Ron, really great having you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Ron Temple there of Lazard. We got to get you back very soon here. Katie, you're going to take a look at what's going on with stocks.
Yeah, let's take a look at the breakdown of this
All right.
market, because we're pretty much flat when it comes to the S&P 500, but then you take a look at the breadth. It's pretty much an even split. You do have 200 names, close 297 names in the green right now, 200 in the red. You can see that the ones who are leading the way are
All
trying
right,
to
let's
push
see
this
if
benchmark
what it
higher.
wants to
It's
do
your
here.
big tech names, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Broadcom, all trying to pull their weight here. You take a look at the downside, though. You have United, as you would expect, one of the biggest losers right now, especially from a points basis. Microsoft, Alphabet as well on the downside. And this is broadly what you're going to see if we take a look at the sector level as well. Pretty much an even split when it comes to what's gaining, what's losing. In the green, you have consumer discretionary and big tech up top. And then you go down the list, utilities, staples, real estate, and healthcare. And let's actually click into healthcare right now, and you can see just how big of a weight United Health is. All the way at the bottom here, down about 11.6%. They pulled their guidance. They have a new CEO. They're bringing back the old CEO. And you can see that investors really shook by this news. Now, coming up, as we're talking about, that shakeup at United Health catches investors by surprise. We'll give you more details next.
Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now, I know. I'm moving fast, I'm on a roll. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now, I know. I'm moving fast, I'm on a roll. Woke up to the sunlight in my eyes. Today's the day I'll rise and shine. No worries, no fears cross my mind. Let's leave the doubts all behind. Walking on clouds, I'm feeling light. Smiles and laughter all in sight. Every step I take feels so right. Let's make this day out of sight. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now, I know. I'm moving fast, I'm on a roll. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now, I know. I'm moving fast, I'm on a roll.
So yeah, sorry, so let me just recap what the indicators had given us. You see, it gave us a long opportunity with it gave us an opportunity. The Gabby button here, you had the yellow to green. You had the buy, so your second opportunity, 1, 2. This is what I look for an entry, and this right here. 1, 2, 3, all lined up. You enter, you get your TP1, get your risk off the table, and let's see if this was the right area to get a 100-point move. If not, it'll take us out at positive 10.
Moving fast, I'm on a roll. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now, I know. I'm moving fast, I'm on a roll. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control. Nothing can stop me now, I know. I'm moving fast.
See, this is how I love to trade. This is my patient trading, getting risk off the table. No emotional attachment to what happens to this runner. You know, obviously everybody wants to see it go for its maximum, right? But when you think of probabilities, right, there's only a 30% chance that I can hit a 100-point trade each trade I enter. However, I have a 90% chance of hitting my first TP between 7 and 15 points. So I take my TP1, cushion the blow to my runners, so this way I can sit here and just watch this move. All right, we've hit 50 points. Let's see. Do you think I should move my TP up, or do you think I should keep it at 100 points? Let me know in the comments. Because everything right now is telling me not to get out. So let's see, still got 12, 50 or 60 points up. You know what I'm gonna do? We're where are we? We're here. We would have to get above there. Yada yada yada. You know what? Let me go to my possible high day, and then I'll trail it from there. Let's see. Right now we're up 50. Once. With that, it would be $50. So 52, no, 42. Okay, so I can actually move this up another 10 points. Alright, so I locked in $42, 20 points. That's good. That gives me a 50-point cushion from where we are now. ATR is going down. That's in my favor. Let's see if this sucker chops up today. We have a couple minutes till the new 4-hour. Keeping my eye on the trailing stop, which is this one right here. Right now, the trailing stop, I like that. So let's move it up to 61. See if we can get there. Yes, we did. All right, so now we've locked in $58. I'm just following the TWA trailing stop. I think it's at 63, right? I just want to make sure. I'm following this right here. And that's a good spot because that's a good invalidation point. Welcome. Remember, please drop a like. Right, we're in a runner since the open. It's chugging along, little by little. We got to break out X. So I just got to be careful. Price might drop from here. 63 is where the stop is. Okay, let's see. Let's see if there's some momentum going on here. If it breaks through this. Okay, so ATR's kicking up, so the bears are trying to come in. See if the bulls just slowly and surely just chop them out of the water. We had 66. Locked in over $60 on this runner. I like it because it's 50 points away from where price currently is. That's about 5 ATRs away. Hopefully that is enough to handle any pullback. Hopefully. 68. I'm taking every point. I'm not playing around. Locked in 72. Here we go. 1. Oh, we're approaching on 100 point on this runner to tap 100 points. Once it taps 100 points, I'm going to lock in 50 points, which is about 20 points from where we are now as the current stop loss. 76. Yep. Okay. And 5 points away. Come on, let's hit. There's that 100 point is literally ticks away. Now we're getting close to the new 4 hour, so now this is where my psychological FOMO is getting in, because I have a psychological block when it gets to 100 points where I want to take it and not do this. So 83, let's bump this up to 83. 83, we blocked in 50 points. So, you know, what am I using to trail it? I'm using this right here. And as this moves, this number will move, and I'm just that's how I'm trailing this trade. Okay, looks like it ran out of steam here. Let's see if it can stay above 100. We're in good shape. 85. Yeah, taking every point. No messing around. I take every point. ATR is going down, which is good. Good for our long trade. Good for our long trade. 85. I'm at 85. Okay. So if it comes down and takes me out, so be it. But we have how much time left? We have 30 seconds to a new 4 hour. Let's see if this will be able to hold, or will it tag me out before it goes up? In any case, I locked in 50 points, and this trade is teetering around 100. Actually, I'm glad I moved it up, because this would have given me some crazy FOMO that it was like ticks away from 100. If it would have dropped all the way back, I would have really have felt it. But I liked using the trail stop just as a peace of mind. All right, we have a new 4 hour. Let's see now. We got more room to the upside. Let's see if it's going to try to take us out before it gets there. This is an excellent trade for me, excellent process. Once I'm done with this trade, I'm done for the day. Saying it's an excellent trade because 1, followed the process, 2, no hesitation, 3, trailed it, 2T. Now you can see here, when this happens, when you see it start to drop, I don't move it down again. This just means this has likelihood that the price is going to come down. So where it was, they're saying it could have, you know, the indicator's giving you an idea, hey, at that point you might get taken out. That's when you, the trader, you have to remember that this is a tool, right? So you're using the tool. Well, this is the last place when it was climbing, it went to. So that's where I'm putting it, and that's where I'm staying until it goes above where your stop is. There's 100 points. Just clipped 100 points. Let's see if this wants to give us any more. There, shrink this up a little bit. This is 1 micro running, just 1 micro running. See, we're back to 85. Good. Let's see. So you see how the candles turned yellow? That means there's indecision here. So, you know, the bears are here and the bulls, and there's no entry. Because remember, that's just an entry one. That's not a probability or anything like that, or directional. If you look at the top, you see the TPOs are green, so there's no reason to manually exit the trade. If I look at the IVD off screen, they're green, background's green, which is good. Let me see. That's bullish. That's bullish. And where is this? I need the other ones. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I just need one more. Nothing move. Let's see. Alright, what do we get to? 92. Alright, let's move it up to 92. Take every point. Squeezing the life out of this trade. Let's see here. Which way? What is it? Yes, okay. And the algo candles are green. So green, 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 green. You just squeeze the life out of them. I moved up to 95. You know what we're doing? Moving up to 95. I'll take every dollar. Still good. We're doing a good job of staying around 50 points behind price, but ATR is going down, which is even better. So hopefully this will continue to chop up. I mean, I expect it to pull back eventually. Just I don't like those deep pullbacks that we've been seeing with the sentiment around everything that's being said on the news. Looks like today's news was good for the market so far. Make sure I see everything. Yeah, so far everything's looking very bullish to me. You know, we're halfway to where my take profit is. It depends where you started from, but like we're at 140. I have my take profit at 300. Do we have another 150 points? I have no idea. 99, 99. Okay. Here it comes. Let's see here. What do we have in the way here that I can see? Not much. We would have to go far back in time. So let me go here. Go here. So this doesn't have to load. There we go. Let's go. Let's see. All right, we went to. We're still the same here. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of junk here from back in February. So if we can start breaking through some of this, we got a good shot to hit that 300. We have a good shot to break through. Let's see. Did it move? Nope. Stayed the same.
Hearts a drum beating strong and loud. I stand tall, feeling so proud. Dreams within reach, head in the clouds. I'll chase them down and make them count. Trust the journey, trust the ride.
Okay, it flipped up to 107, so move it up. 107. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. This is the kind of trade I've been waiting for this for months. So let's take some points. We're locking in and locking in 100 points almost. Let's see what we want to do here. So welcome everybody. Don't forget to click that like button. We've been in this long since open. We've been trailing it using the TWA trail stop. So it says 120. Boom, we moved it up to 120. That is this one here. We're still climbing. 128. All right, lock it up. Let's lock it up. Lock it up. We locked up almost 100 points, maybe 5-ish points away. This is crazy. Oh, come on. Come on. I love it. I love it. Okay, 34. All right, so let's move it up because I see prices. This is probably where the pullback will start. 34. Boom. Secured 100 points. Let's go. Let's go. That's 100 points secured. ATR is dropping as we're speaking. So I have my take profit here at about 300 and 37. Let's squeeze more points out of this trade. Squeeze more points. Get as many points as we can. Told you I wasn't kidding. I'm squeezing the life out of this trade. I don't care if it comes back down. Why? Because I have a 20-point cushion right now. If it takes it, it takes it. I still secured my points. All right, this is 138. I'm at 137. You know what? I'm taking the point. I'm taking it. You gotta think about it, right? Like when you're trading, why wouldn't you squeeze every point possible without putting extra risk on the table? I think now we're gonna see the pullback because I see the volume starting to dip. I see the probability also are still saying long, so there's no reason for me to manually exit. Oops. See, we got a little dip in the stop loss. That means that it can, it's calculating price will come down. If it tags me out, it's a $30 difference from where price is presently. I'm okay with that. I am A-okay with that.
Feeling good, I'll never hide. Got that confident vibe inside my soul. Living my life in cruise control.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Now let's see if let's see what happens here. Hopefully it's all good news. Hopefully everyone was able to find a place to enter the long, capture some points. Stop loss at 33, I'm at 38, so I don't have to move it. ATR is climbing, so that means there's more participation happening right now. It usually means selling is happening, usually. We're getting right to a sticking point here. So this is going to be telling if we could push past this or not. This is a previous close. There was a lot of action here back in February. Let's see if the price wants to push past this and actually do something. Everything I'm seeing is absolutely bullish. Alright, so this has reached 150 points. Let's see. Right, let's go. Let's go. Picking up some steam here. Alright, 143. Let's go. Let's get some of these points. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting to a point where I like, okay, this is good money on the table. Do I want to start taking it or not? Hold on. Sorry. Let's see what did it get to. It's moved up to 51. Taking those 10 points. 51. Let's move up to 58. Yeah. I'm moving it up to 58. Okay, so I've locked in $250 on this trade. That's about 125 points locked up. Trade's been as high as 100 it's almost 200. This may be a spot where we may start to see some maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. ATR did pick up a bit. 64. Alright, let's move Move it up. Get some more points. 64. Here we go. Let's go, Bulls. Oh. What a simple entry, man. What do you mean to join? For indicators? Let's go. Let's go. All right. 180. Let's get these points. Let's get these points. This price is climbing. 180. Almost locking in 150 points on this trade. 175, right? So. Move it up. I ain't messing around with this. Locked in 150 points with one micro. One micro. Here we go. So if you want to have access to these indicators, you could do two things. One, you could click on the link, fill out the Google form, and I can send you all the information. Or two, you could DM me on Discord at mindsettrader_moji. DM me, and I can get you a code that can. It's a good deal. Okay, so for the entry, I'll just go back here. It's right here. This is called the entries trade specialist indicator, and I have certain settings that I use for it. I don't give those away on YouTube. That you would have to be a member, indicator member. You would have to be indicator member with my promo code to get those settings. Okay, where is it? It's it's about 200. So you know what? Let's get those points. It's coming down. Let's take that. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. All right. So now you see how the trigger system is starting to change coloring. If that goes to purple, I'm getting stopped out. Okay, there you go. See, and we just went to purple. If this stays, then I'm getting stopped out right now. If it turns yellow and back to green, then I got another leg up. Let's see. Here it comes, purple again. So that's twice the purple signal came. You see the surge showing a bullish weakness. And let's see if it's going to dip. And I think it is, and it's going to take us out right here. 3, 2, 1. All right, prove it again. So that's 1, 2 things that you know it's going to be coming back. It's going to take us out, plus 150 some odd points. See, I have nothing to do now. I just wait. If it takes me out, it takes me out, because I squeezed the absolute life out of this trade. So for my journal, this is going to tell me I have a mental block when it comes to that 100-point thing, because I feel like it's so unattainable that I think it's a good place to start and then as if price action was similar to like what happened today, where it just kept chopping up and the stop was at a good point, then I'm comfortable moving my TP out of the way. Yeah, I'm not too sure about your question. If you want to enter the trade, the entry was back at I got in at 21,031, which is about here, right after this buy signal. I took profit at about 10, 11-ish points, and the runner's been running since. Alright, now I just have to wait and see. It's either going to take me out here, or the bulls are going to step in again, push price higher, and then the trailing stop will continue. I mean, we're literally 20, 80 points away from where I have my take profit. So just to recap, CPI news was positive, but yeah, oh yeah, yeah. So this definitely, not only does it, is that plus, but I did trade a little bit. Once we got off the session yesterday, I did catch a short, which broke me even, and this is actually profit from the other days. So, and this is a different account too, right? This is not a combine. This is an actual XFA. The other ones were combines. This is an actual XFA. And you notice there's no difference in how I trade XFA and the combine. It's the same. I try to go in with the same mindset. Same amount of contracts, not to go too crazy. See what I could get. See money, take money, move the stop up accordingly. Working on trying to see if I could hit a runner. So this trade, wow, this is a 200 pointer. Hit as much as 200 points on this trade. Have it at 200. Let me just zoom in here.
Woke up to the sunlight in my eyes. Today's the day I'll rise and shine. No worries, no fears cross my mind. Let's leave the doubts all behind. Walking on clouds.
Alright, so probability is still in our favor. Nothing has really changed yet. TPOs are green, probability oscillator is green. So right now this is a smidge over 200 point trade at its high. Stop loss is at 200, which is about 30 points. 30 point cushion. Let's see if we can break out of this this expensive box and stay on top of it. If not, then it's gonna come back down. All right, so let's get on 10:30. I'm gonna have to get off the stream soon. I got some more meetings to do later today. Okay, so that's a little bearish signal there. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move this up to $350, which is here, which gives me about a 25-point cushion. And let that take me out. And this way I can end the stream. Here it is. All right. Locked up for today. Let's lock this out. Locked up. Boom. That's what I'm talking about here. That's a great trade. And I'm done for the day. It's 1 hour. We got a 610 realized profit today. You can see the middle line is starting to turn purple, right? So you're going to see a little pullback. Doesn't mean you have to get out of the long. I just did because I don't want to sit around and wait all day. And then there might be more opportunities to get it. So today was definitely a day for the bulls. And I'm done. I'm not even worried about what's happening right now. There's nothing else for me to do today except for to enjoy the rest of my day, get my meetings done, and head it back again tomorrow. So congratulations to all those who took the signal for the buy. Let's just go over it real quick before we leave. You know, I only try to trade 2 hours in a day. That's it. I don't want to do any more than that. So we took this signal here. This was signal 1. If you took that one, you got a little more points. If you took this one like I did, you got over 150 points on your trade, on your runners. It was risk-free here, totally risk-free there, and we weathered the storm. Thank you to the TWA algo trailing stop. We were able to trail it all the way to here. I see how it moves down and comes back up. Once I'm at a spot, I don't move it down. I just leave it there. If it takes me out, it takes me out. And now I don't have to wait through this mess. We did our job. We got in the market, out of the market. and now we're locked out and we trade again tomorrow. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining the live today. If you did, listen, you might have caught a good trade today. So tune in every Monday through Thursday starting at 9:20. I'll have news playing up here above me. If it's anything important that we need to listen to, I'll put on the volume for it. And you'll always get signals from the TWA indicators, either for probability of direction, for entries, and actually a trailing stop as well. So thank you so much, everybody. Take care, and I'll see everybody tomorrow.